This is Sariph the Pharaoh, or I am Sariph the Pharaoh for Geek Mafia, and this is something I've been wanting to do, kind of like my New Year's resolution. It is currently New Year's Eve, and I've decided that for my New Year's resolution, I will be posting a new video every day for the rest of the year. I want to see if I can do it, kind of like a challenge for myself, and for a basically just to see if I can do it. So I'm gonna call this episode Meet the Geek. Meet the Geek will be the first episode video in the series. Hopefully soon I'll have 300, or hopefully by the end I'll have 365. But anyway, Meet the Geek. A couple people have come up with some questions for me to kind of so you guys get to know me better. First one is, what's your favorite video game? My favorite video game of all time, I'm gonna go with two. I'm a all-time and favorite and all-time, or favorite right now and all-time favorite, because my all-time favorite's no longer in existence. But I played Star Wars Galaxies since like a week after it came out, and had Sony not messed with what they already had when they did the new gamer experience, they ruined the game when they did that. And I think had they stepped it up instead of dumbing it down, World of Warcraft never would have existed like it did. As well, you have basically every time me and my buddies talk about like Star Wars and Star Wars games, I'll always bring up something that I did in Galaxies. It's just the one game that I loved, and it's probably what got me in. It's probably what set me. One of the first things that set me on, my way of life. Next, what made you start gaming? My parents are divorced, and my dad used to work midnights. So when I was little, he would let me play on his computer, and I think the only game he had that I could play on, like, I was like 5. I was playing Doom for Windows 98 at like 5, couldn't even read yet, and I was, killing aliens and shooting things. And I turned out perfectly fine, except for the fact that I talked to him on a webcam, and that's about it. But anyway, but no, I was playing Doom. Doom was my first real experience with games. Then it turned into, I had my mom's Super Nintendo, or NES, and I was playing Mario and all those fun games till I finally got a Nintendo 64. And I was in first grade when I got the Nintendo 64, and we got Mario Kart that Christmas. Banjo-Kazooie we got that Christmas. That's the game I got with it, and still haven't beaten Banjo-Kazooie yet, because it turned into my dad playing the most of it to, when he was, because I think that was the year he was laid off work. And then we had Donkey Kong 64 and Pokemon Stadium and all those fun games, up until PS2, then Xbox 360 is when I really started doing multiplayer shooters. Basically, Halo 3 was my first multiplayer shooter I pretty much played, then going into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and now I'm playing Black Ops 2 on my computer. Because for me, if you're playing on a console, you really aren't playing on the hardest you're not playing on the hardest level you can play on. What's your favorite piece of equipment? This is a hard one. I'm currently using a bunch of different equipment, whether it be for recording music, for recording, or for playing games, all that fun stuff. My favorite piece of gaming equipment is probably a toss-up, which I'll be doing reviews for this series on all of this stuff, but my favorite piece of gaming equipment that I have currently would have to be either my Nostromo, the Razer Nostromo. I currently only use Razer software, or Razer hardware, except for my keyboard, which this keyboard is connected to my computer, or it is my laptop. I'm recording this on my laptop, and my other one's an old Dell keyboard until I get a NASI. So it's either my Nostromo or... Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally unplugged my webcam. Anyway, so it's either my Nostromo or my Naga. And the reason I like both of these about the same is because they work very well together. The keypad, you use... First off, it takes the keyboard completely out of the equation. If you haven't seen a review for the keypad or for the Naga, you should check them out. If not, check them out when I do them, because it'll be awesome. So yeah, those are my two favorite pieces right now. I can't really choose one. That's Barbara. What's Mac or PC? It's a tough one. Not really. I'm a huge Mac fan. Not Mac. PC. I game on a PC. I understand why someone would need a Mac for, say, audio recording. The Mac's more for the professional user. I am trying to be a professional user with using, my music and stuff. But anyway, this is what it is. I use a PC, so I'm a PC guy. However, I do have an iPod. Who doesn't? I'm not much of a Zune fan. Speaking of Babs, how long have you and Babs been dating? Well, on the 7th of January, it'll be it'll be a year and a half. We went to the same high school together, and I graduated, and we started dating, and it's that, she's probably, like, the awesomest girlfriend I've ever had. She is the awesomest girlfriend I've ever had. It's as simple as that. She games with me sometimes. She currently has a panda on World of Warcraft named Babs, and I have a panda on World of Warcraft named Sariph. We are still on Panda Island because I've been super busy with work. That's just me. She plays a little bit, but we are wrapped up. Recruit a friend. I bought her the game a couple days before Christmas, and it's just how it is. But no, I love her, and she understands that I work and go to school and whatnot. Next question: what are you doing with your life? Well, I sit here and play video games and make movies and music, and I talk to people who can't talk to me back unless they post a comment in the bottom. Do that. But basically, I work full time at a local convenience store, or a well-known convenience store. Soon be working 7 days a week, so that automatically throws a wrench into this plan. But I'm gonna persevere through it. But I also go to school to be a computer programmer. It's probably the lamest excuse, like the lamest reason to go to school for something, but I took a C++ class in my senior year, so 2011, and I was like, okay, I like this coding stuff. It's pretty fun. I thought it was really cool to be able to speak to a computer and make it do the things on the screen that you just typed out. So, I really thought about that before I left, but I was going to radio. I had a radio class as well that year, and I ended up going to radio broadcasting school, Specs Howard, and that's where I picked up all my more advanced audio recording techniques. Because, I had been audio recording since my junior year, end of sophomore, beginning of junior year. So I decided not to do recording, or not to do programming, and go to Specs. Went to Specs Howard, and got out, and I didn't use my certificate at all. I could have went to found a radio station that was looking for interns, did an internship, probably moved, and then working in the radio field. But I decided I liked production a lot more, and it was just, it's not, I just decided I wanted to get more knowledge under my belt. So I decided I was going to go back to school for computer programming. Now, the reason I went to school for computer programming is I wanted to learn Java so I could code mods and plugins for Minecraft. Simple as that. I'm terrible at math, so I'm going from Math Essentials, which I just got a B in because I forgot to turn something in. So I got Math Essentials, and now I'm going to Pre-Algebra. Terrible at math. Computer programming is probably not for me in the math variety, but you know, I don't mind. I'm gonna do it. It's just another one of those like kind of like obstacles I put myself in. And I gotta go all the way up to trigonometry for math, for computer programming. But that's it. I'm Sariph the Pharaoh. You're watching Geektown Mafia. Please, you know, rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me at Sariph the Pharaoh on Twitter. And check out our website, geektownmafia.com. Later, YouTube. Stay geeked up.